Good morning. Let's see, we are a little less than 2 weeks out from the trip, and I thought I would take my first attempt at recording some of my thoughts about what's happening as I prepare for the long ride. It was an interesting weekend. I packed the bags on the bike, and I took the bike out for a 37-mile ride and about 2,000 feet of climbing because I wanted to see what it was like to climb with the bike. 80-pound total. That's a lot of weight to carry on a bike, both uphill and downhill. Some changes that I'm going to make, so it was good exercise taking it out and seeing some things that I want to do differently. You know, when I first decided to do this ride some time ago, I knew there was going to be a lot of learning associated with it, but one of the things that has really stuck through the whole thing was there was going to be a ton of letting go associated with this ride. Some big things and some little things. You know, one, just packing up all the equipment that I'm taking. I am so used to having all the right clothing for the exact right weather. I mean, I must have 10 or 12 different jackets, so I always know what jacket to wear. Well, when you're carrying it all on your bike, you can't carry 12 jackets, and there's going to be a lot of different weather on this ride. And so even the letting go of having the right thing at the exact right time was an interesting exercise, and narrowing it down to just 2 jackets. And you know, letting go is taking on some bigger things. So letting go of the sense of responsibility that I have felt to my family all these years, to my clients for the last 25 years. All of that is kind of hitting home as I prepare for this ride. Donna is making a tremendous sacrifice. This is an incredibly selfish endeavor that I'm going on. It has really no benefit to her whatsoever. It's my bucket list item, and she's being remarkably generous in facilitating this and handling things while I'm gone. So just letting go of feeling guilty about that has been an interesting exercise. Letting go of, the responsibility that I feel towards my clients. They certainly don't put that on me. My clients have been wildly generous and very encouraging about this ride. And so really it's on my side of letting go. And I'm sure it's ego wrapped around it. I've always prided myself on always being available to them. They don't need me to always be available. They're quite independent. They're very sufficient without me. I love feeling needed. I mean, fundamentally, I think that's what it comes down to. I get a lot of self-worth because my clients enjoy the conversations that we have and help that I'm able to provide. I had to change phones. That started to create the thinking of, do I want to let go of being connected to email for this next period of time? That should be a really easy answer. But it's been a really hard answer, and I still haven't actually 100% decided. I'm very addicted to checking my email quite frequently and responding quite rapidly. And so I'm still unsettled or undecided as to whether or not I'm going to let go of that. I think letting go of comfort, I'm realizing how much time I'm going to spend cold and hot, how much time I'm going to spend in the humid conditions, insect-filled areas, sleeping on the hard ground, not being in the comfort of my home. Not being in the comfort of my family, so letting go of comfort in so many different areas. So this is already starting to be a good learning, and that's, I guess, ultimately why I decided to go on this ride. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoy the ride. I know I will.